Hi, I'm Chelsea. This is Birdie, and today we're going to do a yoga flow focusing on our solar plexus chakra, which is right here in our abdomen around our navel. When this chakra is balanced, we feel confidence, self-esteem, personal power, and a couple ways to help balance it are through breathing and through twisting. So join me on the mat and we'll do both of those. We're going to start with our palms up in a seated position, whichever is comfortable for you. And if you feel like it, closing your eyes and just taking a few settling breaths. If there's something tapping on your heart, focusing on that. Usually the first thing that talks to you is the thing that wants to be noticed. And through class today, you can settle back with that thought. Maybe it's a habit you want to start. Maybe it's something that you want to quit. Maybe it's something that you want to be stronger in. Good job. Opening up our eyes, placing your left hand to your left side. We're going to sweep our right arm up by our ear for a nice side stretch. Pressing your right sit bone down, maybe your right hip a little bit, and feeling that stretch. Inhaling, exhaling, we'll sweep through. And we'll come to our right side, right hand down, left arm up. Inhaling and then exhaling to sweep through center. One more time on each side. I invite you to shine your chest a little more than you're normally used to, and maybe that feels good. Exhaling through center. Right arm up. Good job. From here, we will inhale, bringing our fingers to the sky. And on our exhale, we'll twist to the left. Inhaling, straightening our spine, and maybe twisting a little deeper. Inhaling, hands to center. Exhaling, twisting to the right. Inhaling, strengthening and straightening your spine. Exhaling, maybe twisting a little deeper. Inhaling, hands to center. Exhale, cactus. And we're going to rotate from the left to the right in this cactus pose and just feel what that twist feels like. So go to the left. Come back through center and then twist to the right. Great job. Coming into staff pose and then pulling your right leg in, we'll be in seated tree where we will inhale, hands to the sky, and exhale over that left leg. Inhaling, straightening that spine, maybe feeling like something is pointing out of the crown of your head, and then exhaling, sinking down. Staying in this position or taking your right hand next to your right hip and pushing up into stargazer. Exhaling down, inhaling, stargazer. Just gentle and slow, whatever your body needs today. Exhale down. We'll do the same thing on our other side. So right leg out, left leg in, inhaling. Exhaling over that right leg. Inhaling and straightening our spine. Exhaling, sinking deeper. Great job. This time placing our left hand by our left side body or staying in that position, and we'll push up into stargazer on this side. Exhale down. Inhale. Thanking your body for showing up today and taking this time for yourself. We're going to twist to bring our legs back behind us. And we'll find ourselves in tabletop, where we line up our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. And from here, we're gonna inhale, pulling our chest through for cow. And then on our exhale, we're gonna sink back, maybe widen your knees a little to make room for your body. We'll sink back into child's pose. Inhale, tabletop, pulling our chest through. Exhale, navel to your spine as you sink back. Inhale, last time. Pulling that chest through and shining it out. Exhaling, rounding for cat, and sinking back. Lovely job. We'll come back to tabletop, and we're going to do some forearm side planks. So we'll start with our left forearm down, opening up over here to the right. And one modification for this that might make it easier for you to really lift your hips is to put your right foot in front of your body and push down. And you can immediately feel that rainbow in your side. So from here, we'll peel our right arm up. Taking a couple breaths. Good job. We're gonna come through center and do the same thing on our other side. Again, you can take this left leg and bring it in front, or maybe it stays right where it is, and pushing into your arm, you bring your hips into that rainbow shape. Good job. We'll come through center into a high plank, inhaling before we exhale into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Tucking our toes and exhaling into down dog. From here, we'll come into plank. And this time we're gonna do our side planks with our arms straight. If it feels good, if you'd like to stay on that forearm, you totally can. Again, you have the option for this right leg to be in front and push up. You also have the option maybe to float it or to come into tree pose. Whatever feels good. Great job. We'll come through center and set up with our right hand down or our right forearm. Left leg in front of us, left leg floating, tree pose. Whoop. Lovely. Coming back into plank, we'll push back into down dog, and this time we'll pedal out our legs and we'll take a couple big breaths. Remembering that it's okay to bend your knees if it helps your spine stay straighter. Good job. We're gonna tippy toe our toes to the top of our mat, where we'll come and stand strong in mountain pose, Tadasana. Taking a couple breaths, feeling the oxygen just spread through our bodies. From here, we're gonna sweep our fingertips along the bottom of our mat as we find ourselves in chair. And we're gonna do 4 rounds of breath with mountain to chair. So we will inhale into mountain, fingertips high, exhale, chair. Inhale, exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale, exhale, and one more because it feels so good. Inhale, exhale, chair. Great job. Keeping our hips facing forward, we're going to tuck our left elbow on our right knee, coming into a twist, a revolved chair pose. Good job. Up to mountain, exhale to chair, and finding that twist on the other side, on our left side. Good job. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. Now we'll slowly lift our right leg and set it back behind us in a low lunge. From here, we'll inhale. And on our exhale, we'll bring our right hand down to the inside of our left foot, and we'll peel that left arm open. We'll smile, releasing facial muscles, having a good time. Good job. Now we'll walk our toes out a couple steps so that our left hand can come down on the inside of our left foot, and we'll twist this way. Right arm up, and see how that feels different. I love it. Good job. Hand down, we'll lift our knees, stepping back into plank. Down dog, tippy-toeing up to the front. Mountain, chair. Great job. We're gonna do that on our left side. So intentionally lifting that left leg and setting it back behind us. We'll drop the left knee, coming into our low lunge. Hands by our ears on an inhale. Exhale. Left hand to the inside of our right foot, opening up. If you need extra room for your body, then just move your left hand over, maybe a whole foot, and find that space. That's completely acceptable. Wherever your body fits in these poses. Great. All right, we'll walk our right leg out a bit to make room for that right hand. Pulling our left arm up. Good job. Setting that hand back down, plank, down dog. Tippy-toeing up to the top. Mountain pose on the inhale. Exhale, chair. This time we're gonna lift our right leg up and step back. You can go into low lunge, or you can keep the knee lifted and stay in crescent. So from here, we'll inhale, arms by our ears. Exhale, airplane, chest over our knee. Inhale, exhale. Great job. We're going to bring all 10 toes to the right side of our mat as we exhale into a side fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And I told you we'd be twisting a lot to balance this chakra. And so we twist again, left hand down, right arm up. Feeling that energy through your right fingertips. Right hand down, wrist under our shoulder, left hand up. Good job. Bringing that hand down. Exhale, fold. On our inhale, we'll shoot our hands to the sky for a 5-point star. And then sink on our exhale into warrior two. From here, we're gonna come into half moon. It's a balance challenge if you want to take it, or stay in this very strong and steady second warrior. So for half moon, you'll place your fingertips or your hand on your left side in front of your left foot. Slowly bringing all the weight into that left side, lifting your right leg. Great job. Feeling so strong. And then slowly bringing that right leg down, forward fold. We'll wrap our arms around our hamstrings and we'll hug our body. Mountain pose, inhale. Exhale, chair. Doing the same thing on our left side. We will lift that left leg, and then remembering you can step back and set it down for low lunge, or keeping your knee lifted into a strong crescent. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Great job. This time we'll point all of our toes to the left side of our mat. I'm gonna switch it up so that you're not facing my back. So to the side of your mat, and we'll come into that forward fold again. Your toes are facing the left side. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Good job. Left hand down, right arm up. And this time, if you'd like to take your right hand and maybe tuck it over on your left hip, you sure can. Replacing your left hand with your right hand on the ground this time. We'll peel our left arm up. Maybe tucking it, maybe staying right where we were. What feels good to you today? Good job. Exhaling, forward fold. On our inhale, we'll shoot our arms to the sky, 5-point star. And then we'll sink back into that warrior two. Because I switched around, I'm on my opposite leg. So let me reset. So your right knee should be forward in warrior two. And then we'll slowly launch into our half moon. So bringing all the weight into this right foot, setting your right hand down, and gently lifting that left leg, opening our hips to the left side. Good job. Woo. And then slowly bringing that left foot down, finding ourselves in a forward fold, letting the crown of your head just point to the ground. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to mountain. Hands to heart center. We'll step back into warrior two again with our left leg forward, right leg back. Energy shooting through our fingertips. And we'll come into a reverse warrior. And then keeping our legs exactly where they are, we'll move our arms into this extended side angle. Good job. Reversing our warrior. Extended side angle. And I invite you to play around a little bit with the weight that your left arm is here, so that we're not really dumping in, but we're lifting our bodies. And maybe your hand even comes to the ground or to a block, and you open up. Good job. We'll windmill that hand down. Step forward into our fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, heart center. We'll step back into warrior two. This time, right leg forward, left leg straight. Strong stance. Take a second to get stable. Shoulders down, chest open. And we'll come into that reverse warrior. And then with our right forearm on our right knee, gently, we'll open up to extended side angle. Reversing our warrior again. And then extended side angle. And this time, if you'd like to lower your hand to a block, to the ground, you sure can. Great job. Bringing our hands down, we'll step back into plank. Exhaling to down dog. Slowly lifting your right leg to the sky. We'll bring that right knee to our left elbow. And we'll stretch that right leg straight. And you can stay right here or bring the weight into your right arm and open up to fallen star. Bringing our left hand down, lifting up our right leg and keeping it in the air, we'll shoot it back to three-legged dog. And this time we'll bend it. We'll bring it over behind our left leg and we'll come into wild thing. Great job. Right hand down, right leg in the air, three-legged dog. Set that down, knees wide, sink into child's pose for a well-deserved stretch before we do that again on our left side. Great job. Coming back into a tabletop, tucking our toes, pushing into down dog. We'll lift our left leg, toes to the sky. Left knee to your right elbow. Left leg straight. Staying here and feeling very strong, or bringing your weight into your left hand. Opening up for a little fallen star action. Setting your right hand down and keeping that left leg up, floating, shooting it to the sky. This time we'll bend the left leg and bring it over here by our right arm, all the way in our right side as we open up to Wild Thing. Good job. Left hand down, left leg up, setting that leg down. We'll widen our knees and sink into child's pose. Coming back into tabletop, we'll position our left hand in the center under our face, and we'll open up to the right side before we thread the needle. Choosing to stay on your forearm like this, maybe you even push your hips back, or choosing to shoot your right arm out a little farther, maybe putting your right ear to the ground. Maybe seeing what it feels like to lift your left leg. Good job. Pushing our weight into our left hand and coming back up. We'll come up to our knees, putting our right leg out into gate pose. And from here, we're going to stretch from our right tippy toes to our right fingers. So placing your left hand on the ground and feeling that stretch all the way through your right side body. Good job. Bringing your hands down back in front of you and then sweeping that right leg behind you and sinking into a bit of a modified pigeon. Choosing to stay upright, using your muscles, maybe choosing to sink down and relaxing, but keeping in mind your hip bones facing down. Good job. Tucking your right toes, we'll pull our body back into tabletop. And this time we'll place our right hand down in the center and we'll bring our left arm up. Threading the needle. Again, forearm if that feels good, sinking back however much you want. Maybe your right arm is straight and that left arm pulls through. And maybe you float that right leg. Good job. Pushing your weight into your right hand to bring your body up to your knees. We'll straighten out the left leg. I'm looking a little like this for you to see. So our right knee is under our right hip and our left leg is straight. And as we bring our right hand down, our left arm sweeps by our ear and we feel a stretch from our left fingertips all the way to our left toes. Great job. Bringing your hands back down in front of you, we'll sweep that left leg behind us and we'll gently lower in to this modified pigeon, whatever feels good. Maybe this time I'm gonna keep my hips pointed down and I'm gonna raise up, not really using my hands on the mat. Good job. Weight in your hands, we'll come back up to our tabletop position where we'll tuck our toes, push into a down dog. And then we'll we'll walk our feet to the top of our mat where we sit down. And we're gently gonna lay our bodies all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, being very careful. From this position, we'll bring our right leg in and give it a nice hug. Just thanking our bodies for waking up today, for doing all this movement. Bringing our right knee to our right shoulder, we can feel a little bit of a hip opener. Nope, no, no, no. And then inhaling, on our exhale, we'll bring that leg over our left side, feeling both shoulder blades touching the ground. Maybe cactusing your right arm or stretching it, maybe gazing over that right side. Coming back to center, we'll hug that right leg and we'll bring our left leg up for a full body hug also. And then we'll gently lower and release the right leg, keeping our left leg hugged in. Bringing our left knee to our left shoulder for a little hip opener action. Taking a big inhale. And on our exhale, bringing that leg over our body. Left arm, cactus or straight. Gaze over your shoulder if that feels good to your neck. Feeling both shoulder blades firm on the ground. Lovely job. Bringing that left leg back in a central position. We'll hug it and we'll set that left leg down. From here, I invite you to just relax for a few minutes and take your Shavasana, really however long you need. I think Shavasana is lovely at the end of every practice. For today's video's sake, I won't lay down and have you watch me for 3 minutes, but just think about what we talked about at the beginning of class. If something was tapping on your heart or really settling with you, maybe in Shavasana, instead of thinking about your appointments and text messages and to-dos for the rest of the day, you focus inward on what your heart is telling you, what your body is telling you, maybe how practice felt, and just take a little bit more time for yourself before you end class today. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll end with 3 big breaths. After your Shavasana, inhaling, hands to the sky. Exhaling, we'll push away anything that we don't need today. It's taking up space. Inhaling, hands to the sky, bringing in joy, laughter, compassion, whatever our bodies need. Exhaling, making room for those things by removing what's in the way. And then last time, inhaling, smiling, hands together. Maybe your eyes are closed and you slowly bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a great day.